will, you know, have to see how useful it actually is. Make your choice. When a survivor rescues a hook at least 32 meters away from you, make your choice triggers and applies the exposed status effect on the rescuer for 60 seconds. Thank you, Racer, for that. And surveillance. Ooh, there we go. Surveillance unlocks the potential to read last 3 rescue generators' auras are indicated. This is very huge because you can actually check, you know, which are the ones that you need to go back from and fix. As you saw right there, as we got into, those are all the jigsaw boxes. Those are the boxes that the survivors have to get to in order to remove the traps. Now, I said find the correct key. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but it really just means you have to do some skill checks, and then it'll free you. This is the crouching position. One of the things that astonished me the most is that it's it looks like it's full speed. So you have terror radius, and it doesn't seem to slow you down, or if it does slow you down, it slows you down minimally, which I think is a little bit unfair. A little bit unfair. Here we are. You can actually, you know, vault over windows, no problem, and you stay in crouch position. Seems very strong, considering you can still move at relatively good speed. There's a new survivor. Detective Tap. So you can see all the leaks that we had were actually confirmed to be true. You can also check lockers with no problem, but it puts you back up in the standing position, and you have to resume the crouch, so that's something to take into consideration. Now, much like that, you can also damage generators from the crouch position, so that's not a problem. So their power doesn't really become a hindrance at all. It seems to work out just fine. Just fine. Alright. Let's see what we can do here and show a little bit of what the pounce looks like. So, we have the unsuspecting survivor repairing the generator. And then you pounce like a beast. Now, will he do it? Will he do it? Yeah, do it now. Do it now. There we go. So you jump and you attack, and you're like, okay, but you gotta be up close. No, this thing has some freaking crazy range. It's a little bit slow, so it's dodgeable for sure, but there is a little bit of control. Look how far that goes. And you can somewhat control the movement of it, so it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that you can go that far. I think it's going to be some interesting plays here. Especially if you have, you know, monitor and abuse for when you're standing up and then you're crouching the whole time, and then you can just jump on people. Look how far that goes. Holy crap. And of course, you know, there's a little bit of delay. As far as he said on stream, it didn't seem like crazy control, but you can, you know, somewhat redirect the hit. And then this is, you know, the survivor, Detective Tap. I just wanted to show what he looks like a little bit. This is one of his outfits. He does have also the jacket that he wears in the movie. Not the suit and tie, really, but, you know, a little bit. And here, I'm showcasing, well, first of all, my Discord. I'm showcasing one of his perks, which is Stakeout. If the killer is close to you, you get tokens, and then you can use those tokens so for when a skill check comes out. If you get a regular skill check, it counts it as a great skill check. So, I feel like that's very strong. But then again, the killer has to be within your radius. Like, you have to feel the terror radius. So it's kind of a ballsy move. Like, you got to do it. You know, here, he'll show it. He used one, got a great skill check. He'll do another one. It counts it like a great skill check, which is great for, you know, not only getting points, but also getting that generator done super, super quick. Which I feel like is great. Okay, he missed that one. Here's the bear trap setting animation. Put it on your head, and then it's on there. The timer doesn't start until you know, fix one of the generators. So as long as no generators are being fixed, you're fine. Nothing will happen to your face, specifically. It doesn't seem like, at least for the time being, I don't have any footage of it, unfortunately. When I got to a stream, he was showing it, though. If you're crawling out of the exit gate, it doesn't seem to kill you. So it looks like you can crawl out without dying. However, if you try to make it out with a bear trap on your face, it will kill you. So you get to one of these machines and you put your hands in it, and then you start doing skill checks. If you do regular skill checks, they're fine. They're like easy to do unless the killer's right next to you, which is the challenge. You can easily remove the trap from your head. I thought this mechanic was actually going to be a little bit harder, but it makes sense. It goes into line. He's just teabagging. He goes into line with the rest of the game. Now, if you do fail, then it starts getting a little bit more complicated. First of all, it'll cut your arm. It's kind of like his traps, which is kind of cool. But then if you get towards the end, which we'll show here, they're just trying to wiggle him out. I could have edited this out, but oh, here we go. This is tenacity. He's crawling a lot faster and he's recovering at the same time. That's one of the perks that you want to show. So actually, we have 2 survivor perks. We just don't have the last one. I don't remember what the last one was, honestly. But if you want to check it out, there's a Reddit post on it. I'll leave a link on the description as well for that. Once he wiggles out, you'll see how the mechanic works. Unfortunately, we don't have sound for the game because he was talking during the middle of this, and I didn't want it to interrupt the explanation. But essentially, if you get close to repairing it and you fail at the last one, or you fail enough times, the doll will laugh in your face, and it'll block you from using that specific machine. So we'll see it here in a moment. Actually, I think he repairs it. Oh, right. Okay, so you do have a mechanic when you mess up and it's the wrong box. So you do have a chance of it being the wrong one to repair you. So I was wrong about that. But here's a suit that I was talking about. You know, it's not like in the movie per se, but it's a jacket. It works. It makes him look dashing, if I do say so. I do like it. I do love the new Survivor look. I think it's very nice. I just wanted to showcase a little bit of what he looks like running around before we go to the next bit, which you guys probably want to see. This is what it looks like when you try to leave. Bear traps just bust you. I wanted it to be better, but you know, it is what it is. And then finally, the Mori from the survivor perspective, because that's the best one. It's a decent Mori. It's not great, but it'll do the trick. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'll cover the footage myself once we can. And leave your comments down below of what you think of the killer and the survivor and the content. I would really, really appreciate it. Good night, you beautiful fiends.